Welcome, sun and sunsets. My name is Cynthia Meeks, and I'm a spiritual awakening guide for those who have a strong desire to spiritually define their life path in this life or a past life. The modalities I use are spiritual metaphysics, numerology, and spiritual hypnosis. I'm also a past life regression therapist and a life between life therapist. Now let's get started. Okay, if it looks like I'm holding something, that's because I am. We have a brand new puppy, and a puppy is just like a baby. And I know you're wondering, like, why you didn't know that. I've never had a puppy before. I've had dogs before, but never a puppy. And he loves for me to hold him. Oh my gosh. But anyway, he's a pit and lab mix, and his name is Rain. So, hey Rain, make your debut. Now, today I have a special treat for my parents. My parents who have a bundle of joy that was born on the 9th of the month, the 18th of the month, or the 27th of the month. And these little bundle of joys are called 9 energy, okay? That's right, 9 energy. 9th of the month, the 18th of the month, and the 27th of the month. 9 energy children. So today I'm going to give you a big surprise and let you know all the characteristics that your child could have, or the characteristics, their talents, and many other things about your 9 energy. Okay, so this is totally different. If you don't know much about numerology, this is totally different from astrology. Same as it is another modality just like astrology. However, you will get the the vibration of who you are, because numbers are vibration, right? Numbers are vibrational. So what I give you is the birthday number of your child that you will see between 0 and 18 years old is the vibrational energy. Now there's also the entire date of birth, which is known as the life path number. So if this information I'm about to give you seems just a little bit like your child, but they're a little bit more than this, right? Then it will help if you get the entire reading. Okay, I work with a lot of parents and their children to understand how they work, the best remedies for them, the best ways, the things that they need to do to help encourage and support their energy child. Okay, because all children are different, and if you have more than one child and their birthday number is different, they will give you different characteristics, different talents, and different ways about themselves. And so it's very good to get the understanding what else is in their chart, so you will know what is to come. It's not about telling you about the future, although I can give you some insight about last year, this current year, and the year coming up. But this is more for the parents who say, hey, I want to know more about them. I want to know how I can support them more. I want to know, what to expect. I want to know, their life journey. So it just give you more information, especially if you're having a hard time with your child. This is just a piece of the cookie, right? It's not the entire cookie, because the entire cookie is made up of your birthday number, of your life path number, which derives from your entire date of birth, right? Your expression / destiny number, which is the entire name summed up into one energy number, right? The soul and the soul urge the soul urge / heart's desire energy, which is the vowels in your entire name. And then you have the personality. Okay, the personality derives with the consonants in your name. So as you can see, it's 5 core energies makes up the vibration song of who you are. And just think, if it's hard for you to understand your child, especially in these days, right? Then what is it that it's hard to explain to other people about yourself. And as you can see, you watching this video for your child, so you too can gain information. So if you would like to book an appointment with me for yourself or for your children, all you have to do is simply go to my website, CynthiaReneeMeeks.com, and book those appointments today. Or you can go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/IamCynthiaRM, and book those appointments today. And as you know, we're going into a brand new year, and every single year there's a different theme for your life, for the year, for you. And so it's good to understand, what theme am I in this year? What it is I should be doing, what it is I shouldn't be doing, how should I move forward? You know, should I go back to school? Should I try to find a new job? Should I start a business? Should I buy a house? Should I relocate? Those are some key things that are important to someone, right? And so in order for you to understand, is this the year for me to do that? Because the energy will be there, it's best to find out before the year begins, so you can be on top of your year instead of behind the year, okay? Because it's always best to know if you are entering into a one new beginning year, or if you're leaving a 9-year cycle, right? 9 is completion, which is what we're talking about today. 9 is ending. So when you come to a personal year 9, you're wrapping things up, you're completing that 9-year cycle. Now you get ready to start a whole new cycle. And that's why it's so important to understand where you are where you're going to start at the beginning of the year. Okay, get that appointment booked today, and you won't regret it, I promise you. And you won't have to do another one. You get this one, you understand who you are, your core energies, where you are, and it will be such a blessing to you and for your children. Okay, now let's get started. And now we're going to talk about what is special about your 9 energy. And remember, this information, it just goes across the board for the ones born on the 9th of the month, the 18th of the month, or the 27th of the month. But I want you to stay tuned, because I'm going to give you what is different about them, and I'm going to break it down. What's different between the 9 and the 18 and the 9 and the 27? They all have different characteristics, and they all have a different theme for this life, okay? And so remember, this energy is the one that you will see the most between 0 to 18. And then after that, the life path, which is the entire date of birth, would start to, you know, fume up or rise up in your child, so to speak, because now they've had this life experience as an adolescent, and now they're ready to step into their life path, which will go for the rest of their life, because it's about their life's journey, okay? So when you think of a life path, it's actually the life journey, and it gives you the obstacles, the roadblocks, the opportunities that will happen throughout this lifetime, okay? So now let's see what is special about your bundle of joy, your 9 energy. So 9 energy are all about integrity, wisdom, spiritual focus, letting go, the number of completion. Remember, I just mentioned that 9 is a number of completion, right? Transformation, journey, soul, number of completed lifetimes, okay? Because when you think of a 9 energy, and everybody doesn't have 9 energy in their chart, but when you see someone with a 9 energy in their chart, born number, life path, expression, heart's desire, personality, that means that they have completed some point in their lifetime, right? Because it goes over many past lifetimes. So if they hit a 9 at the right tip of the born gift number, that means that they've already completed certain levels in their born gift, in their first recognized talent in their life. So think about this. 9 is also really good about humanitarian efforts, extremely talented, creative, artistic, very creative, very talented, can do so many vast things. I mean, so many things. I love my 9 energy, because very on, they are doing so many multiple tasks and involved in so many areas in their life. That's because they can handle all that, because they have the creative mind and they have the energy. So they're very intelligent. They're little bitty spiritual beings, because they are highly spiritual, mood changing, needs positive reinforcement around them at all times. So if you're raising a 9 energy, it's really good for you to try to be positive around this night energy, right? Because they have these very impressionable mindset, right? And you can, no matter which way you go, you can sway them. And then if you have a lot of chaos around you, then they will grow up in having this type of chaotic mindset, and then they're very influential, okay? So they can influence people to have chaotic mindsets as well. So it's really good to help your night energy stay positive and being in a positive environment, giving them positive reinforcements, okay? They have a really good intuition, wisdom, selflessness, tolerance. Okay, these little magical beings have a very changeable nature about themselves. Again, intuition, high idealism. They're very charitable, benevolent, and altruistic. Okay, the 9 symbolize the principles of the universe. Hold on. The universe philosophy of consciousness, and they are healers. Okay, again, they are healers, so they do have some type of psychic abilities. And I always like to tell my parents, the ones to look out, there are certain energies that definitely have psychic abilities. Those are the ones that are 6 energy, the ones that are 7 energy, the ones are, some of them that are 17/8 energy, but the ones are 9 definitely have that deja vu type of psychic abilities, right? They kind of can see things right before it happens. Or they see something, it's like, I know I've seen this before. I know I've seen this before. So don't be alarmed or don't be scared if your child is coming to you. They're not going to come to you and say, I see dead people, right? Because they don't know. They probably will come to you and say, I see a ghost or something. Not really the 9 energy, but if you have other kids, like I say, 6 energy, the 11 energy, 29/11 energy, 29/11 are very much psychic and mediums. 16/7 energy, 25/7 energy, okay? 17/8 energy, those are psychics as well. So even your 6 energy, they could be a 24 energy or a 15 energy, or even born on the 6th of the month, they can also have psychic abilities. Now, they may not be as strong as others, or they may not be as strong as they while they're so young. But if they tell you, I want to keep my lights on, there's a reason why they want to keep the lights on. If they tell you, I don't want to sleep in my room by myself, there's a reason why they don't want to sleep in your room by themselves. And sometimes they don't even like to say it because they don't know how to explain it. But 9 energies are definitely have psychic abilities, and I want to get you to understand this. It's not, again, to scare you, but when your children come to you and they say something, it's not for you to say, don't think about that. You know, we don't believe in that, because this is how they were born, okay? Whether you believe in it or not, it's not going to change their abilities. Yes, they can suppress them, but now in these days when we are awakening, and this is an awakening period, the ascension is happening, the new earth, this is the time for you to understand your child's abilities and yours as well, okay? Okay, now we're going to move right along with how can you work with them. Number 1, your 9 energy will always have a problem with asking for help. This goes far beyond a child, right? Even adults have this issue. It's a life lesson. It's a life ongoing lesson. Asking for help. They think that they can do everything solo, and even though they're drowning in all of this stuff that's happening, they still, I got it, I can do it, no problem. You know, the ones that are running to the teacher and saying, I can handle it, I can do this, even though they have all this homework, they're volunteering to do more and more and more, and learning how to ask for help and accept support from others will be a life learning lesson for them. So encourage your 9 energy to ask for help. Don't sit there and get depressed and get upset silently because you need help and you're not opening up your mouth. You think that they think that someone is going to read their minds magically and know that they are drowning in everything that they have going on and all their responsibilities that they have signed up for, okay? So just make sure that your child, that you're recognizing the signs that they are displaying, the saying that they are drowning in some stuff. right? And all their responsibilities and all they have to do, that you can truly, talk to them and say, if you need help, I'm here. Don't take all of this on your own. They will not ask for help, but you have to know when your child needs the help, okay? Remember, this is a live ongoing lesson. Number two, 9 energy, working with the 9 energy on learning how to let things go. The thing about the 9 energy, the things that they go through and the things that they deal with as a 9 energy, it doesn't just stop when they get to 18. It goes on and on and on. Learning how to let things go. 9 energy will experience more than their fair share of losses and difficulties. However, they have to learn how to not allow things to just sit on them, weigh heavy on them, depress them on the inside, and internally make them sick. They have to learn how to let things go. And believe it or not, most 9 energies have parents who have abandoned them. So if you're watching this as an aunt or a single parent, maybe a single father, single mom, then you know that maybe that other parent has abandoned this child. That's a part of learning to let go. It's the lesson. It's what they signed up for. I have to reinforce this all the time because people think that this is just a one and done life. There are many past lives, and every single life that we have, they have a new lesson for this soul. The same soul, just a different body, and new lessons for us to learn to grow spiritually. So if there's a parent who has abandoned them, don't get upset. Don't be angry, and don't you hold grudges. You have to teach your 9 energy, hey, they came into your life for a reason. Hey, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be who you are. You wouldn't be here. They were the vessel to get you here. Now you're here. Now you just have to love them from a distance, even if you don't receive that, because that's the beauty part of a 9 energy. A 9 always give more than they received. That's the humanitarian part of them, the charitable part of them. So if you teach them that part, and it will help them to understand to let things go and don't be a grudge holder, okay? It could be over anything. Their sibling took their toy. Their sibling took something out of their room and never gave it back, or broke it, or lost it. They will hold on to that far into their 20s, 30s, and 40s and continue to bring it up time and time again. When you think it should be one and done and over, they will continue to bring it up. So learning to let go at a young age will benefit them in the long run when they become adults. Okay, so number 3, your child number 9 is the energy of completion. Okay, so your child is considered to be an old soul, and throughout all of these lifetimes, they've used all of that knowledge. And now they come into this world with a lot of wisdom that you're thinking about, where is all this coming from? It's because the number 9 is the number of completion. They have had many past lives like you, and they have brought that energy all the way back, all of that knowledge back onto this new life. Even as a child would be born with a bunch of wisdom. You want to encourage your child, okay, to always act upon the positive qualities in their life. Always positive, because the 9 energy can either be very positive and moving and things happening for them, or on the negative side and lazy, depressed. And if your child is growing up like that and you can't encourage them and help them do anything, playing sports or having a job or creating something, then they are operating on the negative side of their energy 9. Okay, so they're here to help acting upon all positive qualities of their lives, and to use all of the knowledge from all of the energies 1 through 8. Okay, because that 9 energy encompasses all of them. That's why they're so knowledgeable. They understand a 1 energy. They understand a 2 energy. They know about a 3 energy. They have the 4 energy inside the 5 energy, the 6. They are meant to use all of those energies because they have mastered them and they understand them. And it is a part of them because they are a 9 energy. Number 4, lots of appreciation and compliments. Your 9 energy does so much for other people. They so big at their humanitarian efforts, their charitable efforts. They give more than they receive, and all they need is just how you can work with them. All they need is just a little bit pat on the back, okay? When I say little bit, I mean a lot, okay? I mean everything that they do, just show your appreciation for them. Show your appreciation that they have this giving nature about themselves, okay? Tell them great job, always encouraging them with compliments and great jobs because they need that. They do so much for everybody, even at a young age. Trust me, they do so much, right? Using their wisdom, using their efforts. So they need to be recognized that they are on the right track. And that's how you continue to move them towards positive reinforcements, okay? Compliments, lots and lots of compliments, lots and lots of good jobs, lots and lots of hugs and kisses. They need that from you as a parent, all right? Okay, so now we're going to talk about how are they different. So as you know, 9 energies are made up of people or kids or people born on the 9th of the month, the 18th of the month, and the 27th of the month. And so now I'm going to explain to you how each one of them are totally different. Maybe some similarities, but they all represent something different. And why is that, Cynthia? Because 9 is just a straight 9, right? It encompasses a lot of the characteristics and everything that a 9 has. But when you move into a 18 energy, it has the 1, which is all about the leadership, assertiveness, and all that. And then it has the 8 energy that comes together and make a 9. Same way with the 2 and the 7. It has the 2 energy with the sensitive energy, and then the 7 energy is all about the spiritual. So they come together and make that 9 energy. And so I'm going to break it down for you right now about how they are different. 9 energy, the ones that are born on the 9th of the month, this information is for them. So this information I'm about to give you right now are for the ones who are born on the 9th of the month. So 9th of the month are known as the global awareness, right? They are idealistic, broad-minded, compassionate, right? Highly creative, socially oriented. I mean, these are the ones that can talk to everybody. And mainly these are the ones who are nominated as the president of their student body council of their school, even as young as elementary, because they love talking to people and talking about their efforts that they want to do for the school and for their community. These are ones that have the gift of charm. They're well liked all around by others. It doesn't matter from what ethnic background, they are liked by everybody, right? They express themselves very well, and they can be a bit dramatic. They are money magnets, and they need to always avoid negative attachments, okay? Money magnets, right? 9 energy are really good because they give so much of their time and their effort, and they always thinking about others and not themselves. Money would just show up. Even as a child, they will win little scholarships here and there. It would happen. Okay, so just make sure that you are doing all that you can to really push your 9 in that humanitarian arena, because that's where they belong. That's what they are known for, okay? Also, that 9 energy is all about universal love and brotherhood and unfolding and completion, humanitarian, benevolent, intuition, and selflessness, okay? Hey, the number 18s. These are the ones who are born on the 18th of the month. Now, they're known as the world is your oyster. And if you don't know what that means, the world is your oyster. That means you can do anything that you want to do, and you can go anywhere that you want to go, because the world is your playground, right? And that's the reason for that is because they are very fortunate. very, very fortunate. And so here we go. So they're very intelligent. They love photography. I don't know why is it the photography thing, but the ones that are born on the 18th of the month, they love beautiful pictures, beautiful things, and they love to go capture that, you know, in a picture, or even in a drawing, art, being an artist. Okay, so they have because of the one energy, they are very assertive. All right, the 1 and the 8. Remember, I told you that if you're born on the 9th of the month, you're totally different than the ones that have the double energy, which is like the 18 or the 27. So because of their one nature in the 18, they can be they have that very assertiveness, you know, leadership, their boss. And because of the 8, they have that powerhouse. They're very powerful, right? They're very outgoing. They're very busy. They make sure that whatever they're doing, they're manifesting. So they carry the characteristics of abundance, manifestation, and inner strength, which is so good. Also, they carry the leadership and the karma. And remember, all of this stems from that 8 energy. Put it together, and because of that, it has that 1. It magnifies that 8. So it means that they do have a lot of that 8 nature, even though that they are a 9 energy. So kids do suffer in a hardship in their lives, and sometimes it's basically on their own. They're the ones who are putting themselves in these situations that are creating this hardship. The 8 energy, the 18-9 have hardship. Okay, so it's pushing them, and sometimes, again, like I say, it's of their own. It's what they have created, right? And so growing up, this is the lesson for them that's pushing them to understand tolerance and compassion and empathy and sympathy for others. They attract people with baggage and problems. I'm not sure why, and I think it has something to do with they want to be able to help them save the world, right, and be there for them. But they do attract, if you have your kids and you are making sure that you're paying attention to their surroundings, to the crowd that they keep, you will notice that they do have friends that does have a lot of baggage and that have a lot of issues and problems, because they are the ones who think that they can fix the community and fix everybody and help them in some way or another, you know, giving them some food or maybe a place to stay until they get stable. But they will be the ones that always want to come to you in that humanitarian and that charitable nature, because that's who they are. They are very strong and a loving soul, a leader. Also, they're the ones that wants to climb up the holy mountain, so to speak, giving and receiving and responsibility. So just know that your 18 energy is a very strong, very old soul. So make sure that you're not babying the 18, okay? Make sure you're not babying them and not allowing them to go out and spread their wings, so to speak, because that's what they are here to do. Just allow them to go and be, and just watch them as they move, and you'll see how they're cultivating this leadership, how they're giving back to their community, how they're coming up with creative ideas to maybe raise some money to donate to a cause or something. But they are the ones who have this enriched humanitarian, this rich giving more than they receive, wanting to be one of the ones who want to help and do everything, especially for a good cause. That's why they are so rewarded. Okay, we're just gonna jump right on into the and talk about the ones born on the 27th of the month. The ones born on the 27th of the month are known as the people spirit, right? These ones are usually late bloomers, okay? They're very tolerant, a bundle of joy, loved and value freedom. They're the ones that will stand up on the desk and make sure that they are standing for a cause. So anything that has to do with freedom of speech, freedom of where you want to live, freedom of religion, they are standing up for the rights for people to have what they should have, right? So just know that your little 9 energy, 27-9 will always be the ones that will be cheering people on, and you just want to make sure that they're doing the right thing, because they can either go the right way cheering them on, or the left or the wrong way, and people will follow them. People, they gravitate them. They're like magnets. People just love to be around them. All right. They love to hear what they have to say and love to see their creative nature. They also are meant to guide others, right? Because they have this old soul. So that 27 the 2 sensitive energy, but also have that intuition, and then that 7 energy, which is all about the analytical and the spirituality. They mirror those together, and they use that wisdom in order to guide others. They are born politicians, born leaders, challenged with forgiveness. Now these are the ones too who have that big issue with forgiveness. Okay, they are very tolerant, very creative. They are also known for the ones that the more that they do for others, the more that they receive on a spiritual and a mental level. Okay, and that's very important. They receive, and as they grow up, that spiritual and mental becomes actual a very money value reward, right? Because this is what they're here to do. They're here to do more for others. It doesn't matter where, in what capacity. Even starting off as a 4th grader, 5th grader, they still can. There's always things that they can do, right? Lemonade stand, get people to come out and rake up leaves to get money together to donate money to a cause. There's always something for your 9 energy to do. So just help them, push them in a way that they could be able to shine this old soul that they have, and use this wisdom to help other kids in their community follow them in the positive way, right? Okay, they're very compassionate, and these are the ones that are known as the healers, coming from that 7 energy and that 2 energy. Give them that again, psychic abilities and that healing nature. They are born healers. Very intelligent, kind, and very important. I want you to understand me, because this is numerology. We may not know it all. However, numbers and energies does not lie. In every single name and date of birth, every letter in your name means something, especially the first letter of your first name, the middle name, and the last name. They all mean something about you, about who you are. So if your child born on the 27th of the month now and have the first initial in their name with a D or an M, these are the ones that could possibly have health issues or financial issues. Okay, now if the first initial starts with a C or an L or a U, these are the ones, and they're born on the 27th of the month, these are the ones that will be very, very popular throughout their lifetime. They will be the ones that will always, you can look back and where are they now, right, from the yearbook, because they had this really magnificent childhood growing up in school, right? And also even beyond school, from college all the way into their career time, they will be popular and well known. So know that if they are born on 27th, check out their first initial. If it doesn't fall into any of these 5 that I mentioned, then they will just recognize them as the people's spirit. Okay. Also, the 27-9 are the ones who want to improve people's conditions. So if they see someone that is really, really struggling, they will come to you as a parent and say, Mom, how can we help them? They see a homeless person. Can I give them some money? Can you give me something to give to them? They will always want to help people in the conditions that they're in. So just look out for them. Okay, that humanitarian, they are humanitarian, and that's the efforts that they will bring. Try not to shut them down, and remember, all your children are totally different. Even your kids are different from how you are. Yes, you do play a part in programming them. However, they come with their own characteristics and their own talents. And even though they have all these limiting beliefs that you and society has put on them, they still have this fire energy inside of them that will make them want to go out and do what the energy is calling for them to do. So also, you need to understand that the 27-9 energy are the grudge holders, okay? I mean the grudge holders. So you want to make sure you're teaching early on about letting things go, forgiving, forgiveness, okay? Also, they attract money and from unusual sources. They are money magnets. I want to You know, make sure you understand that they are money magnets. So try your best not to put your limiting beliefs about the energy of money onto them, and allow their energy to just to flow and go and grow wherever it needs to. Okay. They also are a bit dramatic, and they find satisfaction in doing a task for other people. They just love to help, right? They just love to help, love to do. So make sure that, you know, I know it's COVID-19, but make sure beyond this that you are getting your child out there and allowing them to be in some type of cause, some type of nonprofit that kids can help and assist. All right, it's very important to start them off early on, because if you start them off early on, then they will continue to grow and be very successful in their community and doing wonderful things in this world, because 9 energy are not meant to do anything just small for the community. They meant to do things big on a global scale. So start now. Start working with your child now. Okay, now let's move right along to how you can support and encourage them. Number 1, how you can support and encourage them. Support and encourage their creative side. Your 9 energy, whether they are 9 or 18 or 27, are very, very creative, right? Very, very creative. And your child needs to understand that they are a creative thinker. And they often have these real creative, artistic talents. And they need your support. They need your support to validate that this talent that they have is real, even if you don't believe it, even if you feel like, oh, that's nothing, oh, you know, it looks, I don't understand it. Just support them. That's all they need until they get to the point where they can make it to where everybody can understand it. But when they just starting out, they need your encouragement and support, reinforcements in their creative nature. All right, they're very creative. Number 2, support their oddness. Your little bundle of joy, your 9 energy, will often travel down the path of a bit off-centered, but they need you to be supported in all of their gifts, their talents, their quirkiness, their oddness. Because they want to figure it out, right? They like to try different things that have never been tried before, have that unique spirit. So you just need to support them, right? And allow them to explore in their creative nature. Okay. Number 3, you can support and encourage your child by knowing the company they keep. Okay, your 9 energy will flourish in this world if they are on that positive side, if they are very positive themselves, and if they are hanging around positive people that don't give up, that keep moving, keep pushing, that don't allow their insecurities and their fears to step in the way. However, if you're not watching the company that they keep, and if you're not encouraging and supporting them yourself, encouraging their quirkiness, their oddness, encourage their creativity, then they will bury those characteristics that they have, and then they'll start hanging with someone that's totally opposite of them, someone that is filled with fear, filled with insecurities, filled with negative talk, negative energy, and this will help them just go down that path of making a lot of mistakes. So if you don't want that to happen, always watch the company that your children are keeping and making sure that they are doing something that's very on a creative side, that they're not just lazy playing video games, that they are actually in that field of humanitarian, of being charitable, something that will help their community, work in some way that will be able to help them in their leadership. So that's what you want to be able to look for, right? You want to make sure that they've been active in school, they've been active in sports. They can be active in sports as well. They don't always have to be active in sports, but they need to be active in school and being in everybody's face, because that's what they are. They are a magnet to people. And if they have this positive energy, you can trust and believe that they're going to want to do everything, right? These are the go-getters. These are the overachievers. So they want to either do things in school and even on the outside of school, making sure that they stand in all these other activities that interest them. All right. And number 4. Now, I've said this many times throughout this video, but your child is here for humanitarian purposes. Okay, that's why they were born, and because this is how you can support and encourage them. You can help them understand that they are made up of humanitarian, that they made to help others, help others, help others. Well, Mom, how can I help others? Well, fine. What do you like to do? There's always a way to help someone else in need. And this is going to help them throughout their lifetime, because if they start off at a young age, I trust and believe that they would never have to worry about money, because money would just follow them, and the energy of money would just find them in many different sources and many different ways and unusual ways. It would just find them, and they will have that abundant life that they so desire, that everybody so desire. But they have to make sure that they're doing their humanitarian work in the community, in their area, in the world, coming up with creative ideas to be able to help other people. And if they do this, they will never have to worry about money. But if you are born on the 27th, the 9th, or the 18th, and you feel like, well, that's not me, I'm always having to work, I have 2 and 3 jobs, that's because someone has put some type of limiting beliefs on you. And all of you do, and what happened is you have allowed yourself to believe that that's what you have to be, and you have to go out and you have to work, because you're very creative and you can do multiple things at the same time. So you believe that you have to go out and work yourself hard and do all this for your benefit, for your luxury, for your household, and still struggling. That's not the way that a 9 energy is supposed to go. They're the ones that are supposed to grow up and take care of their parents. They're the ones that are supposed to step in and help their siblings. They're the ones that are supposed to step in and help a friend that's in need. They're the ones that are supposed to be able to go to the nursing home and take them some goodies. They're the ones that is just supposed to be able and out there helping the ones that cannot help themselves. And if they do that, they will always be rewarded by the universe. Always. Okay? Please understand this. There is nothing that you can do. Okay? There's nothing that you can do to change this. This is their nature. But what negative that you can do is teach them that they have to work hard. They are not meant to work hard. They are meant to do for other people. Yes, you would say, well, that's working hard. Not necessarily, because normally when people say I work hard, they're working hard for themselves. They're working hard for their household. And 9 energy they don't have to work hard. They just have to come up with they have to use their creativity to come up with good ways, because whatever they do, it will manifest, especially the ones that are born on the 18th of the month. It will manifest into something that is great, that other people and themselves will be able to benefit, and they won't have to worry about money. All right? Right? I always do everything in fours, but I do have one point that I want to make sure that you understand as a parent who is raising a 9 energy. Okay, your 9 energy has this fire. They are made of fire, right? They're known as the fire energy, right? So you have to make sure that you are calming them down, that they are using a positive way to channel this energy that they have, because they have all of the energies, right? 1 through 8 is within them. 1 through 8. And so if you understand this, then you know that 1 through 8, and then plus 9. So if you understand this, you know that they have a lot of going on inside. They have a lot of this going on, like this, like this, like this. And sometimes that's why they can be so explosive, right? And sometimes they have to find a way to calm this energy down, because if they're not using it, then where does it go? It's either they're lashing out at you, lashing out at their siblings, lashing out at other people. So if they staying busy, then they don't go to that 100 level, okay? Because they can be very explosive and then come right back down to 0. So please make sure that you are watching your 9 energy, because that does not go away. This goes all the way through their lifetime. All right, because of their 9 energy, they can be very explosive and get mad very, very easily. Also, you want to make sure that they are, like I say, staying busy, because that 9 energy, with all that going on, they have to find it. They will find something to cope with this energy, right? Especially if they're double 9. If their life path is a 9 and their born gift is a 9. And if that's the case, they will find some way to channel this energy, and it could be through a substance abuse. So make sure you keep them busy. Make sure you make and allow them to express themselves and not hold all that in, because they won't let go of something that happened, and then they hold it all in, and it becomes rage until they can't hold it out anymore. They don't ask for help, and then they just explode, right? And they go off, and then you don't even understand why they're going off, what's going on with them. It's because all of this rage and all of this redness inside of them, because they are fire. All right, just wanted to make sure that you understand that as a parent or teacher or a grandparent who is raising a 9 energy. Now, if you would like a book appointment with me about your child's energy, remember, this is only just a piece of the cookie, right? All you have to do is go to my website, CynthiaReneeMeeks.com, and book that appointment today, right? CynthiaReneeMeeks.com, and you can book that appointment for yourself. Because if you didn't know any of this information, then you're probably one of the ones who still don't know your purpose, okay? And I can help you with that. So website, or you can go to facebook.com/IamCynthia, facebook.com/IamCynthiaRM, and book your appointment there, okay? If you have any questions, and also you can email me at info@CynthiaReneeMeeks.com, or leave a comment below. I would love to read it. I'll always respond, especially if it's positive. If it's negative, of course I will not. Remember, I am a spiritual awakening guide for those who have a strong desire to spiritually define their life path in this life or a past life. The modalities I use are spiritual metaphysics, numerology, and spiritual hypnosis, okay? So if you would like either a numerology or hypnosis or both, then simply go to my website and book that appointment today. My sun and sunsets, always remember to love, live, and forgive. Bye for now.